Hello, how you doing, guys? George Floyd, the murderer of George Floyd was arrested. He's got arrested. Um, so this is the news. So what I want to say is that hey, I'm glad that happens. Um, it's good that it happens, but guys, in the same token too, let's not go crazy about it. As you have seen, there are people in Minnesota that are rioting. They are getting riots. They're getting angry. They're getting so passionate. Where is that passion lying? Where is it? Where does it stays? It stays in the ego. If you are living in your pure self, in the true awareness, there's no way that none of those things gonna happen. It's just not going to happen. You're not gonna loot the street and do crazy stuff. You're just gonna live your life simple and understand that yeah, there's injustice. There is injustice in this world, guys. This is the way to live life. I truly believe that. Even in the midst of death, if death comes your way, I mean, it's good to accept it. And it's tough to understand life like that. But I think when you think about it, it is the best way. Because really, and the bottom line of what you're saying is you're basically saying that nothing can touch you. Um, if I think it's okay to understand that life is temporary, and then when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. It's not necessary that people that have a short life um, have it worse than people that have a long life. That is the mindset of the people that are living in their identity, that are living on earth. We do not understand this world fully. We just don't. And we have to be careful when we see things. For me, it's like some people understand that like the guy died. It was his time to die. I mean, it wasn't his time, but I mean, it just happened. Destiny took him away in a very kind of messed up way. But for me, I believe that the problem of this world should be fixed only by not going too close with our identity, by remaining quiet, by witnessing exactly what's going on. Or we see that guy put his knee on the guy's neck. For what reason? The crime does look messed up, but it's almost like we should be prepared for that. There is a problem of police brutality against minority and especially black people in this country. How do you resolve that? Do you fight and burn and kill? No. You have a meeting. You sit down. I'm not even a big fan of protesting, and I know some people might not agree with me, because protesting to me involves a lot of emotion against something. I believe that the best way to resolve something is not to be I'm against or for. It's like, it's not about like against or for. It's just acting on what you want. So you make a you have an action that you're gonna do. You can protest in the street and burn, but that doesn't do anything. I think the best way to protest is where the people is going to pass laws. So you can protest by voting against somebody to get them out of the government. And you can use your power, your leverage power, to get the police department that has hired and kept the murderer of George Floyd. I mean, the guy is a murderer, and they kept him, and he made many mistakes. There was many complaints from what I heard, and they kept him. Why did they keep him? I think I know it's because of our identity of the police. You know, they are identified as police officers, so we have to protect each other. Another way again that the identity becomes some sort of a cancer for the humanity. It is a cancer. In the reality of who we are invisible being. and we are aware of everything that goes on in our mind, our thought, everything. We see them. So if we see the thoughts that's going on in our mind, if we see the emotion, we can see them, we can feel them. That basically means that we are not the emotion. The emotion is popping up out of us. So who's watching this? It's a very deep question. It's a very profound question. Who's watching all those things? So my advice to the human race, to especially the United States, is to, in the midst of a tragedy, the COVID-19 or the killing of an unarmed black man, it is best for the people to actually become more quiet than they were before. I actually think so. I think that tragedy, things that hurt, should actually push the society toward being even more quiet and more aware of the quietness inside, the calmness inside, and to fully be aware that, hey, that we are seeing the drama, we are looking at this movie of life, but we are not the movie. We are watching the movie, and we can really even say that it is kind of an illusion. Look at the message of the Buddha. That message resonates with me a lot. The reason I can say that, I don't know if you guys agree with me, guys. Let's look at last month. What you have done last month. Or let's even look at yesterday or last week. All the stuff that you have done. How does it look for you? Everything, all your activities, everything you remember, the stuff you did. How does it look for you, to you right now? It looks like a dream. It's in the clouds. It's almost like it's not real. It was hard. You were able to hold it, but now it evaporates, and now it's in the thought. And now in the thought as a memory, it's not 100% clear. It's not 100% recorded. So if you have something, right? Let's think about this. You own something, right? It's the present moment. And then let's say you had it last week. You were owning it. You were in the midst of it, and you were touching things. The present moment, it was with you. And then you live your life. You went to the store. You went to the doctor. And now this week, you're not going to the doctor. If you're not able to hold on to that experience, and that experience leaves you, that means it's no longer there. That means it was never there almost. It's almost like it was never there. So that's why I look at the life. Even though I'm present now, I'm touching this bottle, I'm touching this computer, I'm touching things, I also see that nothing is ever there. Almost, I'm never there. So when you live life like that, you don't take things seriously, even if somebody is hurt. And you live peacefully and calm. Because the life is so mysterious that it is beyond comprehension, human comprehension, and we have to be careful the way we handle this world. I'm hoping for the best for George Floyd, his family. I pray for his family. I pray that everything will work out. I'm praying for United States. I'm praying. We have a lot of drama. We did not need this. We have the coronavirus. We have economical problem. Our economy is crashing, and now we have this on top of it. So humanity has to understand that just like the COVID-19 has made the city quieter, it did, nobody can deny that. It made the city and even the world a lot quieter. I'm asking my fellow human being to become quieter in themselves, not to get involved in too much yelling and talking. Do not allow the emotion to take over you. Too much emotion kills you. Just watch the emotion and be more quiet. And have fewer words throughout the day. Don't talk a lot. Listen more and witness. And that's my advice for my viewers. I'm hoping this show can blow up. I'm hoping this show can have more subscribers, because I truly believe that my message is very inspired. I think by God and the universe. I want to really be able to talk. I really want this world to to hear my word so that this good positive message can penetrate the world and the world can become having peace with itself. Amen, guys.